This was another one of those comments that somebody said that I kind of I wanted to respond, but it was going to be a lot of typing, so I figured let me just record myself talking. Maybe one day I'll explain why I can't type as much as I can. But somebody said that they would rather have a studio with one engineer and a whole live band, and rather than the way the big studios were working. And in a certain way, that sounds nice, but you better have an engineer that knows how to control the bleed. You better have a band that's well rehearsed, because that was one thing that Joe Tarsia told me. You got to control the bleed if you're going to get the right recording. And what that meant is he recorded, many bands, big room with just gobos in between, and he just would control how much bleed from one to the other, and that's how he would get the takes that he wanted. But the band had to be well rehearsed. Everything had to be done properly. There was no overdubbing there. It was just all done live, and it's great when you have the band well rehearsed. Engineer knows how to put everything up and get everything to sound right. But I just thought it was a little naive for somebody to say, I just want a band, the band to come in and we'll throw up the microphones and the engineer can hit record and we'll capture the performance. Well, you're going to capture a performance, but are you going to capture the performance that you want? It's I did live sound for a while, and just controlling the instruments on stage, because there was, a guitar player is always louder than everybody else, and no matter how you were, had him tilt the amplifier one way or turn it around or use some kind of a guitar simulator, it was always a struggle to get that balance, for a live show. But then you had to deal with the live room. But when you're in the studio with the band live, everybody has mics on them. You got to make sure, you need an engineer who knows which microphones are going to sound great for that performance. So I think that's it's a nice thing to do if everything is right, but it could be a disaster if some things are off. So that was my 2 cents about that.